can't be that bad. Oh, it 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 can't be that bad.
So now let me ask you this. That was more, you worked in a more traditional theater, right? Like you go up to the candy bar and you get your stuff and then you go sit down. Or were you in one of the ones where they can like push the button and then like Jeeves
He was in a
pops up?
fancy one, dude.
I'm asking. I've never been there.
Yeah.
Kind of in between. Like you couldn't just call us from your seat and be like, I want my ribs.
But you guys did serve ribs?
No.
But they
I
did
wish.
serve alcohol, and they had the very cushiony reclinable chairs.
We had the recliners.
The alcohol move, I think, like, I don't know how that took so long.
You would think it would have came sooner,
It
right?
should have gone hand in hand.
City parameter, like regulations or whatever. Like,
But one day they just changed, right?
what's that?
One day they were just like, yeah, fuck it, go ahead, serve them beer.
Yeah, like,
So like, why? What's the
our
difference?
city took forever to give us the actual license to sell like bottled beer or wine or whatever.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Like, and that's
that's
why
different than-
Walnut Creek, I think, still won't allow it. Like,
Really?
Really?
yeah.
Well, you know, movie theaters are expensive already. I wouldn't drive out there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But like,
Especially
let's think
Walnut
about
Creek.
alcohol in
have
theaters
a
real
date.
quick. Alcohol in theaters is probably the least risky thing to do because if you get drunk in a movie theater while watching a movie, you're not going to get rowdy. You're most likely going to fall asleep, especially if there are recliners
Speak
there.
for yourself.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's you. When you get drunk, you fall asleep.
That's true. This
You
is
know,
very true.
We have friends that get very rowdy when they get drunk.
Oh, aka you.
No, maybe. That's not what I was
Where are
talking
your
about.
sunglasses?
Oh, I'm blind.
Oh no!
Oh, I live for my sunglasses.
Were you waiting?
Everyone put on their
Were
sunglasses.
you waiting?
That's right, 3D now. Woo! Here's what I will say from my experience with drunk people in movie theaters is that
they kiss so soft.
what's that?
They kiss so soft.
What's
kiss
that?
so soft.
You made him so uncomfortable right there.
No, but you have less of a gauge of how loud you are when you're whispering and stuff like that. So it's be like,
For sure.
man, here's the part where she fucks him in the ear or something like that. You know?
Spoiler.
And then everyone can
Spoiler.
hear that.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing for me. I'm used to theaters in Vallejo, where people don't know how to whisper anyways.
No, people
Yeah.
are just
It
shouting.
probably reeks of pot.
Like,
People
oh
are
shit, man!
people are throwing popcorn and like
Don't
so.
open that door.
So if the movie theater is even like kind of quiet, I'm set. Like honestly, when I would get pampered at Veranda over here in Concord, because I'm so used to like the Vallejo experience, or like and I would go to movie theaters, and maybe this is weird, but I don't think it is. I would go to movie theaters by myself. Like I would like be able to like sit back and watch. But I also remember being the kid. Like do you remember the first movie we saw in theaters together?
What was it? No.
You don't remember?
No. What was it?
Do you want a second to think about it, or can you not remember?
Was
at
it
all?
recently?
Can
no,
I
because
guess?
The first movie we ever watched in theaters together as
Let me
friends.
guess.
you want Dave? Okay,
Yeah,
David, go ahead and
David.
guess.
What year was it?
We were in high school. I want to say 2009, maybe 2010.
Was it Dark Knight?
No,
Was it Inception?
nope.
No.
It was.
That was 2010.
It was. You're gonna kick yourself right in the teeth for when as soon as I say
Was it the Dragon Ball Z movie?
No, I
Evolution?
don't watch that shit.
Yeah, you don't watch that.
Come on, bro.
Did you guys do that one yet?
No,
No, we could.
We could, but he doesn't know Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
to really make the references or make the connections.
I wish-
But I didn't know Mortal Kombat, and we were able to do that.
That's true. That is true. Okay,
That's
what was the
never
movie?
stopped. The movie that we watched
So
in
much
theaters
hype.
was Michael Jackson's "This Is It."
This is it.
We watched that together?
You came and picked
That was
me up.
2009.
It was
yeah.
me,
Holy
you,
shit.
Alan Boo, Amon. We all went to go see this movie, and that was one of the first times we hung out. We weren't even really like friends yet. I think it was right after our first like initial moment of becoming like knowing each other. I think this was one of the first times we had ever hung out and also it was like, I remember when you told me, oh, I'm going to go see This Is It with Alan. And I was like, oh, I can hang out with Christian if Alan's there, because at the time I was better friends with Alan than I was with you.
Yes.
Oh.
And then look at where we are now. It's because I thought
hate
you were
Alan.
mean at first.
Interesting fact.
What's up?
Both Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett died on the same day, and it was my birthday.
Holy shit.
And it was 2009. You said
It was 2009 that
God
he
damn,
passed
I'm
away.
good with years.
What's your birthday's like June 23rd?
25th.
25th.
Come on,
okay.
Christian. I
Six
knew
months
that.
from Christmas.
Dude,
That's how I remember it. 6 months
no,
from Christmas.
no, Alejandro is
He
terrible
always
with
sends me
remembering birthdays.
a half birthday
I
card.
send him 2 cards a year, right? One gets
2 cards.
Yeah, one gets there Christmas Eve, and it says, "Hey, way to make it halfway through the year." And then I send
Wow.
him one on his actual birthday, June 25th.
halfway to Christmas.
You're already
Eve.
timid with what day his birthday lands on,
no,
and he
it's-
just said it.
I'm not timid. it just stirs up that much emotion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, are you crying behind those sunglasses right now?
Welcome, everybody.
Hey, welcome to another episode of
Welcome.
ICBTB's Highly
Highly
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
We are here with a very special guest. He
Very
was
special.
here a few months ago,
Very
and now
special.
he is back. It's been a few months,
It's been half a year.
and we've missed you so
Has it been?
much.
It's been more. But
Were
yeah.
you here into 2020?
Yes, it was just barely though. It was like the first week of second week technically.
This is cool. How about this? Do you remember anything from that episode when you were on?
Yes.
And say one thing so when people go back and listen to that episode, they can be like, ooh, it lines up.
We talked about Kobe.
Oh, and this was before, like a few, maybe
It
like
was like
a month
a week
or
or
two.
two.
Well,
A week or two before he had passed.
we
Really?
Can, we can
Yeah.
bookend this because
Or
you
a
know,
month, maybe.
You know, goddamn, I didn't. I don't want to start it at the top like this, but I do want to say, I got to shout out Chadwick Boseman, bro.
Oh,
Dude.
This
shout
dude
out to
is
Chadwick
an incredible
Boseman.
hero, an incredible
Absolutely.
man, an
Wakanda forever.
an absolute figure. Yes, an absolute figure to the world, to kids, children, black, white, gay, straight, kid.
Be a
man.
hero.
Yeah, absolute hero. Incredible actor.
A lot of the roles that he played were very representative, or they were historical figures. you
Also-
know?
And he chose his roles knowing what effect it would have on
Yeah.
people.
He did the majority of that
It's definitely his last few ones.
in the last 4 years with colon cancer.
I just read
Right?
up a week before he passed. He was still under the impression that he would be able to bulk up for Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of the saddest tragedies of it, more so than the fact that it is a tragedy altogether, but that he didn't even really know. As far as what I'm reading, and this is, dated information.
What a humble man to not bring any attention to his very terminal illness.
Yeah.
No one knew about it. He was still able to be a superhero even with a human illness like that.
That almost makes him that much more of a
absolutely.
superhero. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, dude.
Like, wow.
And here's the thing, like that also proves, or it's like an example of just because you have something doesn't mean you can't stop doing stuff that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Because for at least 4 years, like from Civil War to Endgame, like he had that horrible disease.
He was actively fighting.
And he was actively fighting it both physically and emotionally.
Well,
and stuff
think
like
about it. I mean,
that. Like, do not let the things that are getting you down keep you down.
absolutely. The thought of death
said.
is so morbid, and I feel like it's a very human trait to know that when you are dying, to just really give up on a lot of things.
It's like a dog. I don't want to equate human death to animals, but like it's like when a dog knows it's going to die, it kind of like,
It stops eating, it stops drinking,
it
it
goes
Goes
doesn't
off
to
want
the
to live
place it's
anymore.
most comfortable and it
Yeah.
just waits.
Absolutely.
or like a cat will like hide under the bed because it doesn't want you to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they kind of like, you kind of know.
Yeah, but for an individual like Chadwick Boseman to still be tackling these massive roles, to still try to fight it at such a late stage. He had discovered it at stage 3, right?
Yeah. And like earlier this year, he was at the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
Like he was still doing stuff. The only reason why we hadn't seen him was because of like COVID. Nobody thought we hadn't
Yeah.
seen him because he was
He's
very
dying.
sick.
And a lot of people were punking on him because recent photos were showing that he was skinny, and they're
That's just-
they're making fun of him. But they must feel like complete shit now
Yeah.
because, dude, he was
I would.
fighting cancer.
It kind of reminds me of Bowie, how like the day before he died, he was still like making notes on how to make Black Star better and stuff like that.
Yeah, but all hail Bowie. Let me get that out of the way right
Okay,
here. Bowie
all hail
planned his death. Bowie knew exactly what he was doing because
Alejandro's done a
that
lot of
man
research on David Bowie.
Knew exactly what. That's why he was writing all that shit down because he finally got all of the knowledge Death's sweet release would bring him. So he had to get all that shit down before he would lose it and not be able to bring Ziggy Stardust's actual thoughts to the humankind. Because he would have been able to bring peace across the universe if Ziggy would just put the blow down.
As you can tell, he's very passionate about this.
I believe it.
We can all feel it in this room.
I
I
do
think he was-
kind of. I'm sorry. I do feel bad that I'm more upset about David Bowie than
Chadwick Boseman is more of
So
a
here's the
very,
recent.
very sad. It did really
David
shake me.
Bowie was like the first and probably only like celebrity death that actually affected me, and I don't know.
Really? Other
Yeah.
celebrities, you're just like,
Well, other celebrities, I'm like, oh man, it sucks that Carl Reiner just passed or whatever. You know?
Wow, good pull. When David Bowie passed away, I remember at the time I wasn't a Bowie fan. At the time I could maybe name like Changes and maybe like 2 other really popular songs. But I remember when he passed away, me and my cousin Jeff were talking about it and we're like, I think we just missed out on one of the greatest musicians that the world is ever going to offer. And we just spent our entire lives not listening to him. And that was the moment where I was like, oh, I'm going to start listening to David Bowie. That was the moment where I was like really interested into his music. And then fast forward 2-3 years, I discovered all of his like black magic occult shit, and that just made me like even more. I was like, this dude's fucking hell yeah, awesome.
Or the fact that his eyes, like one of them was permanently damaged, so that was
Looked
perpetually dilated
huge.
and stuff like that.
Holy shit! I don't know too much about David Bowie. I only know
just great music.
Or that
only through Alejandro do I know David
He-
Bowie stuff.
his last name he got from a Bowie knife, like
His real name is so lame too. It's like Dave. Fuck, what is it?
Jones. or-
Davy
I don't know.
Jones.
Is it
It's
really?
actually Davy Jones.
Wow.
Yes, his real name is Davy.
And the reason he changed it is because of the Davy Jones
because of
and
the monkeys.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't have the same name as the monkeys, and like, so you got to change your name. And he was like, all right, what about
right.
David
I got a Bowie
Bowie?
knife.
He was just holding a Bowie knife and he was like, "I got it."
talking
like,
with his
Can't even think of it. He's like, I don't know. Just call me David Bowie.
Bowie.
That's like Steve Carell in
He's
Anchorman.
cutting
When he's
cocaine with it?
Steve Carell in Anchorman, just looking at things when he's saying, "I've been in love before. I'm in love with Lamp."
I'm in love with.
I love lamp.
Are you just saying things that are on the room break?
No.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I want
Yes.
to put a little
Rest
button
in
on
peace
that,
on that.
and we can get back.
Yeah,
in.
we'll put a button on that. But baddies, we'd like
Oh.
to introduce you
Yes.
to our special guest. We never said his name, but you guys can probably recognize
He's a
the voice.
returning guest.
He's a returning guest.
Never say it.
And we'll never say it. You'll see it in the description. And
And
it's-
his picture,
It
and
begins with a D. It ends with an N.
on Thursday we'll say it though. You'll see it on. We'll see his name on Thursday. We'll
Yeah.
introduce him then.
I will
So-
say that another thing about episode 44, Very Bad Things.
Oh,
Your
incredible!
episode,
Wow,
yeah.
you know the numbers.
wow, dude.
I'm a little, what you call
A
it?
savant?
Narcissistic.
Oh,
Wow, added another syllable there. That's how much of a narcissist you are.
I think that means
You spend more
Rain
time on the
Man.
word.
Apologies are in order
Uh-oh.
because not only because of Kobe, but also because in the episode we mentioned like we need a new plague. So I feel like
Wow, we called it.
Fuck, dude.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna
I
double
did
down
not
on it.
mean to summon any sort of plague gods.
I did. This
was
is how
back in
much power
January.
I have, guys. Listen up. When you give right to the Luciferian Lightbringer, we can have
Morning
so much
star,
power,
Venus.
guys. We can do.
I don't like
is
how dark this
open
episode is
a
becoming.
Pandora's box
Hey.
of love
It'll get brighter.
through hate.
I hope so.
Hey, through hate is love.
With the yin, there
That's
is
such
a
like
yang.
a fascist thing to say.
Yeah, dude.
That is a V for Vendetta like slogan. Through hate is love.
With chaos comes calm.
My punches equal kisses.
No, never heard that.
Oh no,
Never heard
That's
that
weird.
before.
My last girlfriend told me that.
Oh shit, that's fucking terrible to say, dude.
Oh yeah, do we still like? Like,
Great girl.
is Johnny Depp still canceled? What's up with Johnny Depp?
I don't know
think
who's
actually-
canceled anymore.
I think actually Amber Heard is
Yeah,
canceled.
I think they're both kind of like looked upon, like that relationship is just looked upon frowningly.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
we'll go ahead and tease it now. On Thursday, we're doing a Johnny Depp movie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say that at the
There we
end.
go.
But yeah, I mean, I thought that's why you brought it up. I don't think Johnny Depp's.
I was gonna bring it up
super
in the
canceled.
episode. Actually,
I'll tell you what's canceled about Johnny Depp. That horrible rock band he was in with like Sean Penn.
Oh.
He was in a rock band.
Yeah,
Back in the
Vampires
90s
of
or 80s or
Hollywood or
something
something
like
like that. Yeah,
He
It was
looks like a
all
rock
actors.
star, dude. Johnny Depp wearing a lot of jewelry, having long hair.
his
always.
original profession or that he wanted to pursue was rock star.
Telephone operator.
Telephone operator.
You would have had a good voice for it.
It's like how every basketball
Oh,
player wants to be a
Johnny Depp.
rapper. Every actor wants to be a rock star.
There is a weird thing with that with comedians and musicians. Every comedian wants to be a musician and vice
Not-
versa.
not every,
but
but a
like
lot, a lot.
good generalization.
And let me ask you something. As a musician and comedian,
What's up?
do you find that kind of? I find that kind of cheapens the comedian when I see him up on stage, just like singing, just to show off that he can sing. And at the same time, like I kind of almost think like, but at the same time, I think the opposite. When I see a singer doing like Michael Bublé who like tells jokes, I'm like, oh, this guy's got a great personality.
Yes.
But when I go to a comedy show or an open mic and the
they
guy
start
starts
singing.
singing, I'm always just like, bro, this ain't the shit for that.
Well,
you-
it depends.
Do you want to see a karaoke where they're singing on point or when they're messing up?
I don't want to see karaoke. Period.
But I mean,
no.
if you're at a karaoke bar,
It all depends, dude.
Yeah. Are they in on the joke?
It has to be very specific.
let's
If
say
it's,
they're 100% in on the joke or they're 100% in on like hitting the notes and stuff.
So it's if Christian's
they're
on
fully
karaoke or if I'm
committed.
on karaoke.
Exactly.
So it really depends. So it depends on the person's confidence level. If the person thinks that he's the shit and he's really cocky and he's just all right, that is probably the worst thing for me to see.
In the key of G, please.
Dude, and then he just like sings super off
You
key.
just shout out, you're like, you're an E.
Because a character that I'm working on, that I've been working on for like 8 years, is a bad lounge singer but he thinks like, oh, I'm doing my best.
I like that. See, in on the joke though,
My favorite karaoke joke is to do the song Tequila.
because there's little to no
Tequila.
words.
That one, and I also recently did that, or not recently, I mean,
That's
way before any of this shit popped off. I did that at a
great.
lip singing concert. Or
And
a lip singing
how'd that go? Because there's a lot of time where you just stand there. Did you feel weird? Were people feeling
I
weird?
was somewhere
Which
in the middle
version of Tequila?
the Pee Wee Herman version, bro.
Oh, okay.
I was somewhere in the middle of like, I spent the first half on the joke of like, no, I stand here and I'm waiting for my word. And then like, you kind of got to have fun with it. You can't listen to Tequila and
With
not
that
dance.
kind of song where you are, it's all about your delivery. It's about your stage presence
You
at
sing
that
Tequila
point.
4 times. I had an opportunity to do it all. You know what I mean? No joke, straight serious. You know what I mean? Then I got to like do the little dance round. I did like a throwback. I threw it out to the audience. It was fun. It's a lip singing contest, bro. You know, at a party you got to have fun.
What's your go-to karaoke song, David?
Well, now I haven't been a huge karaoke person, but I actually like Minnie the Moocher.
Very specific song. Is
Cab Calloway.
Yeah.
Because it involves the audience.
You know what?
Yes.
All you do is Heidi, 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 hi.
Dude,
Heidi,
Heidi, Heidi, Heidi.
Odi, odi, odi,
Audio.
Now we have
Very
to pay for the
interactive.
rights.
Yeah.
I like when Jim Belushi does it in Blues Brothers.
John
That's
Belushi.
right.
Is it John?
Jim's the bad one.
Yeah, but Jim's the one who sings Minnie the Moocher, though.
No, that's Cab Calloway.
In the Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
It's not Jim who sings it?
Jim is in El Salvador.
Jim Belushi.
John Belushi is the blues brother.
The later one.
No, the newer or the older one.
The original.
John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd are the blues brothers.
Now, yes.
No. John died back in the 80s.
I've never heard of a
okay,
Belushi
okay.
fight right now. Okay.
I didn't think this was
I'm getting the
controversial.
J's mixed up, bro.
Yeah.
I have a lot of J's in my head. Everyone I know has a J name.
John is good. Jim is bad.
Tristan, Javid.
Well,
Whoa, you gave it away.
I hate that parents name their children
didn't.
with the same first letter. And
No,
like
that's clever.
when they have,
It's clever.
It's
You
clever.
guys, you and your
But no, me
You
and my
and your
brother.
brother
But there's
have the
only
same-
two of us.
Hold on
so-
a second.
What's up?
you're part of the problem, Christian.
I'm definitely am.
I went.
Not my choice though.
I went to high school with someone who had a curse, a hex put upon his family, so that everyone had to have a J name,
Or what happens?
or they'd have horrible luck. And like, so like there was like Joanna, John, that sort of thing.
and Ralph was a real dick, or what?
Ralph,
was
like
the fucked up one.
had horrible luck.
Had
he
to go
got
to rehab
addicted
3
to heroin.
times.
Yeah.
Fuck. He got the shit kicked out of him by an elephant.
Like one person was like, I don't believe in curses. I'm naming my kid Sven or whatever. But like Sven had horrible luck.
That would also be really shitty if like Sven got beaten up by a rabbit. Like a rabbit? And be like, those are so nice. Those are such nice creatures. Like, yeah.
That
not
doesn't
the
make any
Sven.
sense at all.
Not the Sven.
Was it an Hasidic rabbit?
It was the rabbit from Monty Python.
Well, to take it back a little bit, I think parents are just fucking themselves over. Let's say they have 5 kids and they name all of the kids.
They're not fucking themselves. Hey.
Well, they have to. No, that's just how reproduction works. But yeah, let's say they have 5 kids, all with names starting with the same first letter, right?
Yes.
And when they get older, you're not getting better with your memory. You're not, you're not staying as sharp. And so now, for example, there's
Getting
only
Alzheimer's. What's going on there?
well with my mom.
Statistically.
Okay.
My brother's name is Carlo, but my mom calls him JR because he's named after my dad, so Junior, right?
Junior.
So she still, even though we have 2 very distinct names, Christian and JR, she mixes our names up with not only us 2, but with the dogs too. It takes her forever.
That's a parent thing, though. That's a common thing.
But it's only going to make it more difficult if you name all of your children.
Here's the thing.
Just start
Very
numbering your
similarly.
kids.
I think I see what you're saying, but
I do too.
I think if you have a large family, that's going to happen regardless. Like my great grandmother will, like if she's looking at me, she might say Ed or Mike or Dave. Like she has to go through 3 names before she gets to the right name. So I think like just the more names you have to deal with in life is
In general.
like if Pee-wee the dog is in that Rolodex of names, it'll pop up when you're like, it's like when you accidentally call the teacher mom,
Oh, have you guys ever done that? Because I did that in first grade,
like
and
something similar.
I wanted to fucking bash my knees out. I wanted to bash my knees
That's
out.
not your mom. That's the teacher.
Obviously, that's not your mom,
That's Miss
Christian.
Angle, bro. That's not your mom.
Punch
you
yourself
fucking
in your
dummy.
dick.
Go ahead. Do it.
All right, would you rather call your. David is over here punching himself in the dick.
Last time I made that bet, I actually had to punch myself in the dick.
Oh, I know, because you got a name wrong or some
Just
shit,
the
right?
tip.
Yeah.
Would you guys rather call? Let's say.
Would you rather call the teacher mom or call your mom teacher?
No,
Mom,
that's
teacher.
disgusting. The direction that you're going in, that's terribly weird.
Teach me, mom.
Yeah, I think no. The way you were laughing made it seem like it was dirty, and him saying "teach me, mom" made it
That
seem
was not
even dirtier.
okay.
I don't know
was
who
not
I
where
was talking
going.
to.
Anyway, what I was gonna say: would you rather call your teacher
Wow.
mom or shit your pants?
Those aren't
Teacher mom.
even close. Yeah, I would rather call it teacher mom.
Because I did both in elementary school.
Christian, those are
You did
so
both?
ridiculously like imbalanced though. Those are so imbalanced.
Okay, how about if you do it at the same time?
What?
Hey.
Where's the or then? Would you rather call it teacher mom and shit your pants or what?
That's
no,
it.
no, that's it.
That's it.
Do it. Do it.
All right, David, seeing that you're our guest, you have to answer that first.
What's happened?
Shit your pants and call his
teacher
mom.
Call mom.
You'd rather call your
Jesus.
teacher mom?
Call my yeah, dude.
That's not even
Shit
that
in your
bad.
pants like that'll
That's
last with
actually-
you
yeah,
for
that's-
weeks.
I
It's
knew a
not-
kid who shit his
That'll
pants.
scar you.
Like not just that, but like,
I was thinking about a kid who shit his pants in the 8th grade today.
dude, you'd have to toss those underwears. And I love all my pairs of underwears. I
You don't want to do that?
equally?
But as a kid,
You
you're
don't have
not
one
really
pair you
going to have
hate?
an affinity toward your underwear.
What?
As a kid, let's say you're shitting your pants as a
If
kid.
I have a favorite pair of underwear, I don't want anything bad to happen to that underwear.
I did it in
good
first
underwear.
grade. I
You
shat my
shat your
pants
pants?
on the playground because
He jumped off the
Dude.
monkey bars.
I'll be real.
what's up?
This is-
In 4th or 5th grade, maybe both, I had a horrible tendency to
Shit
piss
your
my
pants.
pants with friends
What?
because they would make me
Specifically, oh, okay.
they would make me laugh. So then I got into the habit of going to the bathroom before I went to school, and I never kids
never
listening.
happened.
Well done. Just
And-
piss first.
Yeah, piss your piss your toilet before you go to school.
Well-
you will not piss your pants throughout the rest of the day.
If
That's
thi-
your learning fact.
If this
from
is
me.
air out your laundry day, I used to piss my pants in the first grade too. On the first day
At
of
school, oh, first day of
On the
school.
first
I
day?
was very scared, and I was sitting across from a girl and stared her right in the eye.
And then
As your pants are
I
red.
remember looking her directly. I'll tell you who it was off mic. I looked her straight into the eye, and
and then just
pissed
pissed
my
your pants. That's probably the most alpha thing you can do. As insecure as that might sound, that is probably the most alpha thing you can do.
just like didn't break. I kind
hey.
of didn't blink.
yeah.
Check this out.
I was just like, it's happening.
And if a girl can still like you, what's the fact that you're making eye contact? Because
She talked to me throughout. I mean, it's Benicia. I knew her all the way through graduation.
animalistically, making eye contact with another animal is just showing signs of dominance. Who's going to break eye contact first? Because if you do that with a dog,
Or
that's
if you
really
smile.
challenging their dominance.
Like when chimps smile, that means they're scared.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Or
an
annoyed.
odd thing when they smile.
We're the only animal that smile to show happiness.
That's interesting.
Or if you look at a cat and slowly blink, it's to calm them down because they're like, okay, you're peaceful. You don't care, or you're not trying to attack me or anything like that. Like someone like got
That's- I've never heard of
someone
that.
got a
Yeah, me
mountain lion
neither.
out of their house that way by like slowly blinking at.
They should have kept that going and
like-
trained the mounnt lion to be like their
I
friend.
slowly blink when I'm drunk. Should I just be drunk whenever a mountain lion comes through?
Yes, as soon as you see a mountain lion, just like,
You want one?
have some
Oh,
of
fuck.
my Bear Republic.
just like, oh,
Show
fuck.
the
Through
camera.
hazy
I
IPA.
can see me like, oh, fuck, mountain lion. Oh, fuck. Hang on, mountain lion.
Airing out your laundry
That is
to
not
the
a
mountain lion.
twist off.
You like come back to the campsite with the mountain lion like next to you and be like, hey guys, so this is Chad. He's gonna have dinner with us. I promised him a chicken. And we're just like, fuck, Christian, we only have one chicken.
A whole chicken.
A whole
Sorry,
chicken.
And then you,
Kirkland
like-
brand
you, like,
rotisserie chicken.
Pull one of us aside and you're like, actually, we're gonna kill Chad and eat him. He's just here for the chicken. And then we're like, nice. Good thinking, Christian. Here's the butcher knife. And
I
then,
would never be able to kill a mountain lion.
And then you like, as he's eating the chicken, you like hold his chin up and just cha-cha with the butcher knife right into his
Wow, you have
trachea.
some weird fantasies. Do you just like want to be a hunter-gatherer again?
I watch a lot of true crime.
That's far away from true crime. This is a mountain lion we're talking about, not another
Is it
human.
a real crime? Is it not illegal to kill a mountain lion? I'm pretty sure it's illegal in
don't know.
California.
Yeah,
I'm
I
almost
think
100%
so.
positive.
Unless
if you're
it's like
killing
self-defense,
if you're
dude.
killing an animal that you don't have a tag for, you're pretty much a horrible person.
Let me ask you this:
What's
the
up?
answer is no.
Have you ever seen like a bug get into a spider's web and just like watch?
Just give up on
It's
life.
the most depressing thing.
I saw like a beetle or something, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a good meal for that spider. So like I was like enthralled for like an hour watching to see if the spider noticed this thing trying to get out of its web.
They're in no rush. we can
They're
talk
no
about almost
rush.
anything else.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm
so-
going to stay on the topic of insects, man. You can't just divert it because it makes you uncomfortable.
I think that's exactly when you should divert a conversation.
No, because how many times do you introduce a topic to a conversation and it makes everyone else uncomfortable, and you're like, nah, I'm going to double down to this.
I think I'm the most polite person I've ever met.
No.
I'm David, tell him how polite I was when he was shooting his guts out a
Dude,
couple minutes
he
ago.
did a reach around and everything.
I kissed him too. That's how nice I
on the
am.
cheek from behind.
That's how nice I am,
Dude,
Christian.
in this day and
Tell
age,
me
you
that's
can't
not
just be
nice.
kissing people on the cheek from behind.
Oh, and I'm
Rusty
I'm
trombone.
giving him a reach around,
rusty
Christian. What am I not going to kiss him with a reach around? Come on, bro.
Oh, I'm the weird one here.
You're like a.
yeah, if you're not kissing
I
on a
think it
reach
was
around.
Arlie Aramie who said it best when he said, "You're like someone who would fuck a stranger in the ass and then not have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around."
He's got a point.
I don't know,
He's got a
man.
real point
Stanley
there.
Kubrick,
I don't know.
He's got Christian. You don't see the logic in that?
Full Metal.
I know
You're
I'm not
fucking
good
a
with
stranger.
girls.
You're fucking a stranger in
I
the
know
bathroom.
I'm not good with women
You
or
have
with
to give
courting
her-
girls. I've just gotten lucky
This
with
has
my
nothing to do
girlfriend.
with girls.
And like,
In fact, we're like reach arounds have nothing to do with women.
Yeah, I don't- unless
By
she
the-
has
by-
a strap on or something. I don't know.
Wait, does can you give Melissa a reach around?
no, I can't because I
No,
still don't
well-
even.
You don't
I
know what a
guess-
reach around is?
Well, now with the word itself, it seems
I'm
very
more of a
clear
fan
enough.
of Dutch rudders.
Oh, I've heard of a Dutch rudder,
See, he
and I'm
knows
not
what
going to do it with anyone in this room.
It's almost, but you're not doing it. You're just there to accompany.
No, if any of you guys whip your penises out right now and say, let's do a 3-way Dutch rudder, stop.
No, that's first of all, a 3-way Dutch rudder is never going to happen
I'm
because
just gonna have a sip of my
that
Woodward
poor man in the
whiskey.
middle.
It'd be a triangle at that point, right?
That's called a circle jerk.
I guess so at that point.
Should be at least 4 for a circle.
Dutch rudder. It's like you remember in Charlie's Angels when they do the hand thing to like make them jump.
Yeah,
It's like we're doing that.
that with penises.
Exactly.
How do we
Is this the
retain our
old?
listeners through these types of conversations?
This
Hey
is why they're here.
guys,
You know what? We could do an improv
it can't be
scene.
that bad.
Well, actually, I want to talk about improv for a second because we have David here.
Are we
used
gonna
to,
go into some like
just,
behind
we're
the
like,
scenes?
we're just gonna start doing
some
a
of the
reach
stuff we were
around.
talking about before the recording.
Yeah, well, I mean,
No.
for you baddies out there that don't know David, if you haven't listened to the previous episode that
I
he
am
was on a few
David.
months ago, this
hello.
is David McEuen. Thank you for joining us again.
I
We
clap
know
for him,
him
man.
because we have a history of improv with this guy. Honestly, one of my favorite improvisers on this planet. You have a
Oh.
good,
so
good
humbled.
talent with committing to whatever outrageous character you commit to.
You're too nice.
And also, you are really good at playing the straight man.
Am I?
Yeah, no, you really are.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I always think I'm like the unusual thing in scenes.
A lot of the times, yes. And that makes it
Or
very fun.
unusual, but maybe the straight man of the unusual character.
Yeah, but when you have to be the straight man in that scene, you play it very well. That's because you're good at committing. Something that I'm very self-critical of in terms of my own improv is commitment. When I feel like I'm not
It's
happy
not just
with
your improv.
that's fucked up to say. I don't want to go into that
It's a
conversation.
joke.
But yes, I feel like I lack commitment in improv because when I'm not happy with the character that I choose or in the direction of the scene, I feel that I internally give up, and that's something that I'm really trying to work on. And so, dude, fucking kudos to you for just doubling down on it.
I think Brad Pitt said it best in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when he said, "I try."
Hey, you
Gotta
know,
see the movie if you know what I'm talking about.
What movie was
or,
it?
Or even
Once
if you,
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
honestly, even if you have seen it,
Yes. How about
I
and
try.
you've done improv even longer than I have. You guys, how long you been doing improv, David?
Ooh, technically speaking,
Yeah,
No,
probably since
theoretically.
2002.
2002.
But like I would say, quote
18
unquote,
years.
professionally speaking, 2010.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that was when Dragon Viper Cobra started up. Was on March 30th, 2010.
And for those of you listening, Dragon Viper Cobra, it was the improv troupe that we were all on at some point.
At one point in our lives.
Yes, which is how we know David. And so I'm
I
grateful.
actually knew you through a show we did, All in the Timing.
Yeah,
directed
we
by
did do a
Nikki
community
Hess-Dissel.
college show
Diesel.
together, and that's how I got to know you. And so, I mean, dude, thanks for reaching out, and I'm glad that
thanks for reaching around.
Around the world.
Way to
reach
bring it
around,
back.
Rest Rambo.
I hadn't said anything for a while, so
you were waiting for the perfect time,
I got to bring back
and
Richard.
that's what it was. But yeah, dude. We do improv on the show. Listeners, if this is your first time, we fucking do improv
What
on
the
the
hell are
show.
you doing if this is your first time listening?
Yeah.
Like,
This is
thank
deep.
you for finally listening. But don't start with this episode. You should go to episode number 1, Murder Mystery.
Damn,
and
dude.
just hit it. I told you I'm a
No,
day
st-
one baddie.
David
and we
McEuen,
thank
day
you
one
for
baddie.
that. I wouldn't say start with that one though. I would say start.
Listen to the secret Patreon episode having to do with
Go-
Rise of Skywalker.
Go find a movie. Hey, easy.
I'm sorry. You mentioned
Just
it
go find a movie you like that we've done, and that's how you should start. I think
Really?
that's the best
Yeah.
way to like kind of get a feel for what we do and how we do it. Unless you know us, then this is a perfectly fine
I
thing to
will
jump
do
into.
a shout out to one of your episodes. I forget which number it is, but
We wouldn't know.
Hook. I would
Oh,
say start with
84.
Hook. 84? Is it 80?
No, it's not.
That's way before 84.
Wow, guys, come on.
Well, they're gonna,
Yes, and please.
people are
Yes,
gonna go to
and.
episode 84. They're gonna be like, oh,
Download it too.
Venom.
Download 84 too. Also download Venom.
One of the things I wanted to talk to you about Hook was Moira was the wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Moira means fate. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I didn't know that, but I just found out that Dante Basco, Rufio, is the voice of Prince Zuko in
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, man.
Is that anime? Does that count as anime?
It's anime.
Yeah.
I will say yes.
If I watch that, does
It
that
is-
count as me watching an anime?
Yes, definitely start there to kind of like ease you into it.
I've seen a couple episodes. I
and
saw the
go
one with the
straight
train.
balls to the wall. Yu Yu Hakusho right afterwards.
I don't know if he'd like that. First of all, Yu Yu Hakusho would be very dated because that's like in the 90s, so I don't think that'd be.
Super.
Probably Attack
Cowboy
on Titan
Bebop.
would be more, or Cowboy Bebop is something you might like because that has a kind of cool. It's about space cowboys.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot
I
of
like those two things.
There's a lot of 1970s influence to it. Like it's very
The music's
little
awesome.
anime reference.
Okay,
influence
that's a good
to it.
like appetizer. You know,
Like I would say one
Right?
in every 3 episodes
Absolutely.
is named after a like classic rock song. If like Bohemian Rhapsody or Toys in the Attic. Well, that's the song.
Yeah, that'd be a good place for you to start because Alejandro,
It's not
this entire
super
time,
huge.
the only anime, if we could even call it anime, is Pokemon. Is Pokemon considered anime at this
It's
point?
definitely
It's
anime.
definitely
it's
anime.
from Japan.
But
It's so mainstream
I would
that
say Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and Sailor Moon are
And-
probably the most 3 mainstream animes.
absolutely.
And I would say maybe Pokemon now is not very anime because it's been very monetized
looks
and an
weird
American
nowadays.
thing.
It's
but I think
changed.
When
Watch the
I was,
Indigo League.
When I was watching it, right, the original Pokemon episodes, much like Power Rangers, was like just a redubbed version of a Japanese show. I think that's how that cartoon was, right?
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much an anime.
You're talking about Pokemon still or Power
Yeah,
Rangers at this
Pokemon.
point?
Well, you know,
Because Power Rangers is not an anime.
Okay, then Pokemon. Then Pokemon.
Let me
yeah.
ask you something.
Go ahead.
Are you are you afraid? Are you?
so scared.
Do you like gunslingers,
like
like
Wyatt
old
Earp?
westerns,
Oh yeah, totally.
or steampunk?
Steampunk less.
I would say
To be honest with you, but
check
it's
out
cool.
Trigun.
Trigun.
Because
I'm already interested.
The main character, Vash the Stampede, is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, and he was one of the Power Rangers.
He's the Black Ranger.
Is he?
Yeah.
I
That's
thought he was the
Adam.
Red Ranger, but yeah, if you know, like,
Adam.
I would say start with that then.
That's the one I was trying to tell Chris
Oh
about.
yeah, well we just did. It hadn't come
Did you
out.
call him Chris?
Past guest.
Oh,
We-
Chris. Okay.
We've just done an episode
MC,
on Power Rangers.
or the
yes.
Chip, whatever.
The
Yeah,
Creative Chip. Shout
Creative
out.
Chip. Shout out Creative Chip.
He just had an episode, guys. Relax. It's fine. He just had
No
one.
need to blow him up anymore. You guys ready to do an improv scene?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
do improv here.
Yeah.
So where's our scripts?
Classic. They don't know that. They don't know that.
Classics. That I hate that joke, honestly.
I do like to tell people that they're like, you guys really do improv without a script? I'm like, yeah, we just like have it all memorized.
It's a very common. I showed a coworker of mine who had never seen improv. So there was that Netflix special with Ben Schwartz and
Thomas Middleditch.
Thomas Middleditch, and I
still
showed
need
him
to watch
that.
that.
And it's
Really? You
really
would like-
good.
it's good.
It's
It's really
actually
good.
really good improv.
I don't enjoy watching improv. Like just like I don't enjoy watching musicals, but I do see them.
I like seeing it live.
Yeah, that middle ditch is very, very good.
It's
Especially
actually
for people
That
very
Middleditch.
good. So
that middle ditch. It's very good, even for people who don't know improv and people who know improv intrinsically.
yes, it's something that you could introduce your friend to improv. If they had never seen it before, which is what I was trying to do with my coworker, and he was laughing and he really liked it, but
They're also very good.
He said, like, there's no way that this is unscripted. This is not improvised.
I want to go. with each
But
one.
like, dude, it's possible.
It's like
Talks
magic,
like
bro.
that.
They
The
just
thing
don't want to believe it.
The thing with improv is that if you practice it enough, you are basically just writing on the spot. You are writing a
That's how a lot
scene
of
on the spot.
great scenes are written. And I can't talk about that yet because it's not that
Say it.
episode. No, I can't say it. It's gonna give away what their Thursday episode
Well,
is.
then we'll just do our improv scene.
Okay.
then.
Can we get a suggestion?
We'll just based on the conversations we've had earlier.
Okay.
If you can remember anything, because I can't, or we'll just start anew. But this is how we usually start it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant. Cheers, guys. You want another? Here.
Yeah,
You want another drink there, sir?
Please, yes.
The guy down here at the end of the bar, he just had a baby, so this next round is on him.
Yo, man, good job.
He's deaf, but you just wave at him, he'll know.
Hey,
it.
listen.
Okay. Yo, man, good job.
Listen, man.
Wow.
I'm just gonna grab him by the scruff of the neck here. Listen.
Guys, sit down.
Ow, ow.
Oh, sorry.
Gentlemen, please sit down. Please unhand that man and take your drinks, and then pay your bills.
All I'm saying is that I'm very glad that you found happiness with someone to procreate with.
Yeah, I gotta thank that man too. Here, let me grab him by the collar as well.
Ow.
Hey, thank you for not using contraception.
You're welcome. All right, sir.
Hey,
here,
listen, hold on. I just want to say,
please let him go.
Let me throw some peanuts at this guy.
Stop! You're bullying him
Fella,
now.
I'm gonna massage
No,
your back.
no, we're congratulating him because you
Enough.
made
As owner of
life.
this bar, we need.
I'm just gonna massage his back.
That's my best friend, and you're massaging him.
Here.
He doesn't enjoy it. He's grimacing.
Good thing I brought some shampoo. I'm just gonna massage his head with some shampoo.
Listen, sir.
It's dry shampoo.
I'm glad that you found someone that you loved so much enough to take your erect
you okay with
penis
this, Earl?
and put into her throbbing vagina.
Wow. Okay. You know what, Earl? Get up. Earl.
Yeah?
Come here. Let's
Okay.
go sit down and enjoy your drink.
I don't-
You two outside now.
Wait up, before I
No,
leave.
we have to discuss this. Me and you
Yeah.
also. We all three of us are going outside because you clearly don't understand how to act in a nice establishment. Go ahead.
Man, what? But being polite to a good Samaritan that just inseminated a girl so that we could procreate?
Do vaginas throb?
Chad.
I think so.
Chad, Eric, we do this
Yeah.
every fucking night. You can't just start talking about things in the grossest, most scientific words. You can't just talk about him inseminating his wife. That's his business.
Listen, Denzel, I'm gonna grab your scruff by the neck.
I told you about grabbing me by my scruff.
Okay, let it go. But listen,
Thank you.
I'm just so proud of him.
I understand that, guys.
He
but just
added to the
but then
population
just-
of the
but
earth.
then
I'm
just
proud
say-
of him,
Then
too.
just say that. Say, hey, thanks for the drink. I'm proud of you. You don't need to talk about his insemination with his penis and the vagina,
But
guys.
he can't even hear it.
That's beside the. But he can read lips. He can read lips.
So let me just mouth to him. Thank you for your service.
Thank you
that's it.
for your
Enough.
service.
And that's it. And that, guys.
Yes.
And that's where it should stop. But you have more to say, and you always want to throw in something about how great his veiny cock would feel in your mouth, and that's not what we're trying to get to.
Whoa, Denzel, now you're the one saying
Okay,
some harsh things.
I put in
Just
that last part. Maybe
excited.
that's mine.
Let's
But I-
take him
but I-
outside.
But I
Hey,
stopped
come here. Let's go back more
You go
outside.
more behind this dumpster?
Yeah.
All right.
Listen,
This is
Denzel,
where people get blowjobs.
We've been thinking about it, and we don't think you're very open to the idea of Earl, right? That
Yeah,
was his
yeah.
name. Earl's veiny cock. Oh,
Look, this is
we are
exactly
very excited about that penis.
and
In
that's- and
9
that-
months.
And that's fine, guys. First of all, 10. She's always late. Guys, relax. We're fine. Everybody's happy for him for having a baby.
Yeah,
but it's the
Mazel
phrasing.
tov.
It's
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Woo.
you guys. Come on. We both know neither of you guys are Jewish. Come on, guys. Look,
Have a mahalo.
Yeah. How
mean-
about
you might be able to say mahalo.
quinceañera?
Quinceañera.
Hey, because when the baby's
If I get-
15,
guys,
she'll have a
guys,
quinceañera.
If I go get
Good
you the
job,
secret
Earl.
bottle, if I go get you guys the secret bottle, will you guys stop?
Oh, you bring it, popping out the
Let's go back
secret?
inside. I'll go get you guys the secret bottle.
Popping out
Will you
pop
leave?
secret?
Will you leave Earl alone?
We've
Yeah,
been,
okay.
yeah.
You guys, we promise.
I mean, if it's gonna be the McCutcheons, yeah.
It's gonna be the McCushions, and maybe
The McCushions 20, right?
McCushions 20?
You know, I heard from the owner. He might have a bottle of McCushion 23.
Oh,
Randall?
McCushions
Okay.
20.
Randall said that?
Randall's got McCushion 23
Randall.
behind the desk, and you didn't hear from me, guys. You didn't hear from me. But here's the thing: you gotta go inside And don't even fucking look at Earl, okay? Just, that's a stump now, okay? He's nothing to you.
Well, you don't want us to look
No,
at Earl?
you guys
But
have
he has
ruined
such
your
a
chances. No,
huge.
I know he has a huge heart, and you just let it be. Just let it
But
be.
he's hearing
you want
disabled.
them a
If we
cushion?
can't look at him, you're stripping away more senses
Earl's going
for us
home
to
in an hour
communicate
anyways.
with him.
How will he know that we're talking about him?
Yeah. Do I need to throw peanuts at him again?
Believe me, he knows you're talking about him. Everybody talks about Earl when he's in the room. He's 7 feet tall.
He's
Everyone
a
talks
great
about Earl.
guy.
He's got a giant spiderweb tattooed on his forehead.
How do you
murdered
not
3
see
people.
that?
He murdered 3 people.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But guys, this is what I'm trying to protect you from. So let's go inside. I'll go get them a cushion 23 and
From Randall?
from the desk. Don't tell Randall that I
From
gave it to
Randall's
you.
desk.
Or you're gonna fuck it up for all of us, aren't you, Chad? You're gonna
Chad.
tell Randall, huh? You're gonna tell Randall, huh?
I mean, no, I'm not going to call Randall about it because that means we won't get them cushions.
Okay.
Let's
Let's go inside, guys. Calmly. Don't look at Earl. Don't
Calmly.
mouth at
Hey,
him.
can we get some
Okay,
of them?
don't look at him and say calmly, because now I think you guys got something going on.
No, this is communication.
Okay,
man.
here I want to. Okay, I'm down for doing what you're saying. Could I also get some Snyder's of Hanover pretzel bites too?
Honestly,
Because we're tired of the peanuts there.
Corn nuts
guys,
ain't got nothing on that.
you want me to leave the bar to go buy you fucking pretzels. I'm not leaving you with the keys again. Last
Hey.
time I left you with the keys, all the whiskey was gone.
All I'm
We
saying
were
is
good
It's not
bartenders.
happening again, guys.
a simple yes or no. I mean, if you say no, I'm fine with it. I just want
Chad,
some
will you go
Snyder's
get the...
of Hanover.
You want me to get the pretzels?
There's a
Pretzels.
bodega just around the corner.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
We cut to the pretzel shop.
Pretzel shop.
All right.
The people... Oh, we are making
All
Snyder's
right.
pretzels for the
Did
bag.
you say Snyder's?
Hey, how can I help you? Welcome to my bodega.
Oh. Hi, I'm looking for pretzels.
Oh, yeah. That's over there to the corner. It's in aisle 3, right next to the chips.
Wow, okay. I'm
A little lower on the second shelf.
my friend. My
Yes.
friend, his name's Earl.
Yeah.
Thick veiny cock.
I know Earl Thick Veiny Cock.
Yeah.
Yes, he comes in
Just
here.
had a baby.
Oh shit! That's Earl's friend.
That's yeah. Hey, Seymour, come out of here.
I'm
Seymour,
wobbling.
Seymour.
Hey,
this guy knows
Seymour.
Earl. Earl, the biggest condom buyer, apparently.
Triple Magnum.
Get this, having a baby.
He's having a baby.
So much for the. We should probably throw those condoms away. Then
Oh,
they don't work. Hey, you sir, while you're out there getting those pretzels, will you grab me all of the condoms,
Yeah. If I grab all the condoms at once, will the camera catch it? I'll look like a pimp.
please? Yeah,
We'll
sure.
s-
You look like a pimp.
we'll
yeah.
save a screenshot for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Let me
You
get the
What's your
pretzels
phone
here.
number? I'll send it. In fact, keep the pretzels. You're doing us a favor bringing us
Thank
this
you.
news.
Okay, cut back to the bar. Hey, man.
Hey, did you get the pretzels?
Yeah, but check this.
What's with all of these condoms?
They were getting rid of all these Magnum XL condoms.
I can
man.
put my arm through one of them.
Oh my God! Look, if I
Was
put
it-
it on my head,
Was it
it goes through my entire body.
was it Simon and
It was Seymour.
was it Seymour and
Samuel.
Garfunkel?
Yeah, it was them two.
Those jokers, they know I buy the extra smalls.
Oh,
Ooh.
Denzel, that's okay.
That's very humble of you.
very you and humility.
It doubles as a cock ring.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Earl. I didn't mean for you to read that.
yeah.
Hey, if we can't talk to Earl, should you be able to?
I'm the only one allowed to. Earl's my father.
That explains.
Well, you're getting a sister.
Oh.
Oh, that's real nice.
Hey, congratulations.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Or shall we say,
Mahalo.
Scene. That
David.
was great. Well done.
The amount of dopamine that my body released being able
Oh,
to do
man.
improv with you
We can
once
see it through
again.
your penis.
I got a thick veiny cock. What can I tell you?
Yeah,
and
that was
Earl.
the inspiration of the scene, really.
Earl is actually Christian.
If someone at an improv show had a suggestion and they said
Thick veiny cock.
thick veiny cock, for sure, in a heartbeat,
We would
take it.
would recreate this scene word for word.
Yeah. Thick veiny cock.
Perfect. Earl.
That's the highbrow comedy you come to expect from Christian Balthazar,
Yeah.
Dave McEuen,
was good.
and Alex the motherfucker.
If any of our mothers are listening to this,
They don't listen.
so sorry.
I will never tell my mother about it.
What's a mother?
What's a mother with you? I don't know.
Hey. Do you enjoy being taken outside to be scolded by a random bartender?
I've never had to do that.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you this. Have you ever been? I was going to bring this up in the next episode, but since we did a bar scene, have you ever been like cut off at a bar or like told to leave because you've been served too much?
I mean, I've been too much before, but I usually go with like a group of friends that are there
they're
to
like,
tell
"Come
me.
on, Christian."
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I haven't blacked out in a long time. I don't
Sure.
like drinking that kind of alcohol, like that hard anymore.
Lame.
Fuck
Pussy.
yeah, I'll be a
right now.
pussy. No, dude, I'll sip, but like shooting alcohol, it's like not my thing anymore, dude, because
We used
the
to do it
lack of
straight
control.
into our veins, and we would do the veins on our feet so people didn't know.
Yeah.
Those were the
They
days,
don't
Christian.
or the like area between like the
called
side
webbing.
taint, you know, between the ball sack and the
That's-
thigh.
Speaking of thick
Hardcore.
veiny cocks, the vein on a thick vein.
No,
Yeah,
but
straight into the urethra.
I think everybody at one point, and this probably will happen to you.
Everyone at
have-
one point has done heroin.
shoot it straight into their taint. No, but at one point, everyone gets like cut off at a bar. Have you ever been cut off at a bar?
I don't drink outside much.
Oh, just underground.
And that's
into-
fine.
Yeah.
I've drank with you a few times, and you
Yeah,
like have yourself
I'm a
like
very like I like drinking, but also like I
social.
don't like moving when I drink.
Yeah.
I'm just like if I'm drinking, I'm settling in for a couple of hours.
I completely get that. I
I'm
guess
not a beer. I'm not a bar drinker.
the older that I've gotten, the more and more I've liked to become like a lazy drinker. Like I don't like to rage anymore.
Dude, you know what I found out about me?
What?
I was talking to my therapist, and he was like, "David, I don't know how to say this. You're fat."
Apparently, I got some anger issues. No. So a couple months back when we were allowed to do stage shows, we had a show in San Francisco at the Sketch Fest.
Nice.
And last week, no, that's not right at all. The afterwards party in our hotel room,
People call that the after party.
the after party.
I like how he said it. Afterwards party is way cooler.
You didn't even go to the party.
I know,
He
I
doesn't
wasn't
even know
there.
how to say it.
My high school earth science teacher was in a lot of like hot water because of some bullshit that was going on between him and the principal. Like he was getting fired, but he was fighting back and stuff like that. And so when I got super drunk at the afterwards party, I was just spouting out all of these earth science facts. Like,
And you know why I know this?
I was like, pyroclastic flows, man. Imagine an avalanche of ash and fire coming towards you. You don't understand, man. Like, apparently I just spout out a whole bunch of earth science facts. And hoi hoi. Those are two different types of
You know-
lavas.
You seem like if I were to like cast you in a
Horse
film,
Robbins.
I'd cast you as like like let's say in a movie like Superbad. I would love to
and
cast you
valleys.
as like one of those side characters at the party that would be talking about like weird physical science facts.
Man, do you know what spaghettification is?
Spaghettification?
Yeah.
Oh, the
It's when you go
when
into
you
a
go through
black hole. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, bro.
Dude,
I
if
know
you
what
go
you're
in
talking
toes
about.
first, you will never go in.
wait, what's
First
the
of all-
word for that?
Spaghettification.
Spaghettification?
It's
Yeah.
literally you're turning into spaghetti as you're getting sucked into a
Holy
black hole.
fuck.
Your body is being rearranged to be one atom at a time.
That's wild.
And here's the thing. You will never fully get sucked into the black hole. So like you will see time moving like at 1,000,000 years per second as you're getting sucked in. It's how I want to die.
Also, we
That'd
could
be
be
dope.
completely wrong.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about black
There's
holes.
no way you can confirm
Well, we
that.
don't know enough.
We don't actually know.
Oh, you know,
could
if
be-
We just finally got a picture
Could
of
be a
one.
Chrono Trigger thing where you're just teleported in different time space.
if we are a species that only knows so much, like a very small percentage about our ocean, which consumes basically
Dude, the
the
ocean?
majority of the Earth, how much do we really know about like black holes?
Yeah.
Because we know a lot about space.
But I think we know more.
don't know.
We know more about space than we do about the ocean.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you exactly why.
What's up?
There's not giant sea monsters killing us every time we go to the moon. There's not giant squids that are just going to sink our ship. You know what I mean?
Terrifies me.
That's why we
You
don't know
know-
what's at the bottom of the ocean is because every time we go down there, we keep finding crazy
keep
fucking...
dying.
We
There-
keep seeing... Yeah, we either die or see crazy shit.
There are sections on the moon called seas, like Sea of Ganymede. That's not
The Tranquility Sea.
Tranquility Sea.
Yeah.
And they said that they called them that early on because that's what they thought they were. They were oceans or whatever.
Yeah, they thought they had water.
And you know where I learned that?
Where?
Apollo 13.
High school earth science.
But that's not on the Earth, bro.
It's not on the
That's
Earth.
on the... So why the
One-
fuck are you learning it there then?
What?
It's not Earth science if it's on the moon.
Why are you so
whoa.
upset?
Get this shit.
That
okay?
should be a different class. That's moon science. That's moon science class.
Here's some Earth science shit coming at you right now.
Swear to God, if it's about the moon, I'm punching Christian's
It's
dog.
a little bit of both.
Don't do that. Don't punch my dog.
So the Earth was tiny and whatever at one point in time, and then there was
Not my Earth.
this stray planet flying through space at 1 billion miles a second. It crashed into Earth, and both became a big old fireball of rock and molten lava. And then it formed into two. One that was slightly bigger, one was slightly smaller. One was Gaia, one was Luna. That's Earth and Moon.
And then they kissed and then made babies.
But there's a chunk of rock on the Moon that goes back to the same chunk of Earth that's on the Earth, and that's called the Genesis Stone. And that is a huge revelation that they were trying to. That was like one of the main goals of the NASA.
The NASA. Okay.
Never a straight answer.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Hey man, how about that? That's all cool if you believe fucking NASA, bro.
So like when NASA had people going up there, they were looking for this Genesis Stone, but like the people going up there didn't know what they were looking for, so they just grabbed a whole bunch of moon rocks and they're like, "No, you idiots! That's not what we want." And so they sent them back
To go get more rocks.
and they finally found it. They found the Genesis Stone to prove this theory that the moon came from these two different planets.
You can touch part of the Genesis
I learned
rock.
that in Earth science.
You can, again, not part of the Earth, but you can touch part of the Genesis rock in Kennedy Space Center in Florida. I myself have touched it with this finger. Want to smell it?
No, do not want to smell your finger because
Smells
not
like
only
feces.
will I secondhand smell the Genesis rock, but I will secondhand smell your
Genesis-
asshole.
No, my Genesis rock, bro. Hey.
From his sea of
That's
tranquility.
what I call masturbation.
Hey.
Dude, I don't want to ever hear you have to dirty talk. If I'm ever in a situation, like, thank
You
God
like that rock?
we didn't share a dorm together or some shit. Or like,
I'd
because
be very silent. You know, here's what I'm gonna tell you right now.
What?
I am a very silent lover. I make
Because you
almost-
finish quick and
I
it's
make
just like,
almost zero noise when I make love.
it's because you're asleep.
It's because I have spent years
can just
practicing.
do whatever.
You're making a joke at this, but here's the thing.
Just go
I
on
have
top
spent
of
years
it, do whatever you want.
practicing. I call it summing.
Summing?
It stands
Summon.
Somewhat coming?
for silent coming.
Summing. Oh, I can see what you did there.
And what I've done is
They're just-
I actually come so slowly. It's subsonic.
Subsonic?
That's what it would sound like if you could
Only
speed
dogs
it up.
can hear it.
No, that would be supersonic.
Supersonic, my bad. Only turtles can hear this.
snails can hear it. So
They're like, oh, it's a snail on the sidewalk's like,
What
someone
the
just
hell
came.
was that?
not only does it guarantee my secretness and
I hear
and-
an orgasm
and
right now.
proves that I'm a ninja, but also it makes me better than you.
Because you're a silent comer? Because you're a silent comer?
You know what word I like?
What?
Mollusk.
They can also hear subsonic comes.
This is a fucking wild topic.
If you guys have sifted through all of this grit to get
Dude.
to the gold in this episode, you get a sticker.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I
let us
really
know.
want people to learn about Earth science, though.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
should have brought it up at the top of the episode then.
that was.
Right
Yeah.
as soon as we hit record.
Well, I'm glad that he brought
What
it
was
up.
the first thing we
regardless.
brought up?
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick,
Chadwick Boseman,
rest
rest
in
in
peace,
peace.
Kobe.
Rest in power.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Chadwick.
Sorry about the COVID.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you're blaming us for that?
Yeah, we are.
Because we are. Because we brought it up in that one
A
episode.
little
But
tipsy.
it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you bringing up these random facts. I do think that it is incredible that we, as the human species, have learned so much about space, but in the scope of the entire universe, very, very little.
You can see something 11 billion light years away, and you will see the beginning of the universe.
Yeah, Alejandro brings this up a lot, like how if there were beings to be able to observe us from light years and light years away,
Yeah.
all that they would see, because we are so far away, are dinosaurs. Because
Yeah.
time.
And then they get here and they're like, "What the hell is going
the fuck?
on?"
You're not
it
a
was
dinosaur.
so perfect before. They had
Yeah.
giant. Can you imagine how disappointed an alien would be if they're like, guys, everyone shut the fuck up. 100-foot lizards on Earth. Let's go right now. And
They
then
have feathers too.
and then they get here and we've like fucked everything up. Like we've polluted we have satellites and shit. And they're just like, what the fuck? It's like when your dad like takes you away. He's like, when I was a kid growing up, I always had breakfast at IHOP growing up, blah, blah. And then like he takes you to where he went to IHOP as a kid growing up, and it's like a used car salesman now. It's like you're just like, damn, this is
Wow, I'm
lame.
disappointed. That's why I don't like talking things up because like if you set the bar too high for
that's
something.
why I do the opposite.
You know what overhyped me?
Wait, what?
Do you know what overhyped me? I think I overhyped myself on this.
What?
The Last of Us.
Oh, one or two.
The first one. I haven't played. Well,
both are incredible, dude.
I think the first one was a very good Netflix series.
Interesting.
The way it was made,
Yeah.
it could have been a Netflix series. Well, because
I think I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't a video game.
Really?
Yeah.
honestly, I'm more down for the cutscenes than I am for the gameplay. The gameplay's and that's with the gameplay being fantastic.
I think
how
I
I-
overhyped it for myself.
I feel that way about
did.
Assassin's Creed. I feel like the cutscenes should be its own thing, and then the video game of Assassin's Creed should be a different thing.
Really?
Yeah, because the cutscenes, I never
The
watched the
cutscene
cutscenes.
should have been what the movie wasn't.
Oh, 100%.
Michael
agree.
Fassbender.
But
that's right.
I have a problem with video games where you're supposed to watch the cutscenes. Like, I just don't have the patience for it. Even like video games like Assassin's Creed, where it means something. I just like, what am I supposed to do? Go kill a guy? What am I supposed to do? Go to this place? Like, just tell me what the mission is.
You
But
know,
I was gonna say, I've been playing Far Cry, and they make me feel bad for skipping the conversation because you'll press like skip, and they'll be like, "Oh, sorry." Anyways, just go do this, and now I feel bad for like interrupting.
wait, hold on, what?
You literally like, and my brother, "Oh, sorry." Just get in that car and go down the street.
Oh,
And
they
it's
have
just
they say, "Oh, sorry."
they like you interrupt them.
These are polite
Yeah,
AI.
I feel so bad,
so
and now I end
cool.
up listening to him, and now
you should play Oxenfree.
I don't know what that is.
It's like $8 on whatever.
Oh, that's
thing.
a decision or like what's the word?
It's
for
like
it?
a choose your own adventure sort of a thing.
Exactly.
But you can interrupt the conversation with like
Highwayman.
with whatever interjection you want to say that gives you. So it's like, yeah, we were going to the movies, but hey, let's go to the thing, blah blah blah. But it's kind of like a horror element.
Yeah,
Do you remember that time period in
Multiple
video
endings.
games when they were like, you can make your own response, but like it didn't matter what your response was because their response was canned. But like they had the keyboard for the Xbox controller, also so you could like. It was right around when Call of Duty first had like messaging, so you could like message people. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
I remember
that
there
at
was
all.
like a little add-on that you could buy for your Xbox controller that was like a keyboard, so you could like
Yeah,
chat.
I
and,
never
like,
had that, but I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that and being like,
PlayStation kind of
that's gonna be the
had a
future.
similar thing, but it didn't do as
no.
well.
I'll tell you, the touchpad was a cool idea for the PlayStation 4, but
Yeah.
again, no game really
I
utilized
don't like
it.
the little rectangle that like messes up my search bars whenever
Oh,
I type.
Because your
if you're
thumbs are too
touching
big.
it.
I'm like, oh no!
Well,
I
just
didn't
move
know.
your thumbs, dude. It's like
I'm lazy and
in a
have it on my
convenient
leg,
place.
and I'm doing it with one hand and stuff like that.
This is the part of the episode where every woman turns off, but I'm in the part of video game life where I don't know if I should buy a new video game or wait until I get a new PlayStation. But what am I going to do? Not play NBA 2K21?
Get video games because if you're going to wait for the new PlayStation, you're not going to get the first model because you want to wait for the kinks to be solved, right? People are going to.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I got the first edition of the PlayStation 4, not because I got it. I was dating a girl at the time who got it for me. But maybe I can swing that again.
All right, so date a girl that'll get you a PlayStation 5.
You know which video game company I've been impressed with each time I. No.
They're actually quite disappointing.
Yeah, I'm like I enjoyed.
Except for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Theft
Everything
Auto.
else has been very disappointing.
What?
Namco.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that made Pac-Man.
But
Pac-Man,
they're still pumping shit
Katamari, Mr.
Yeah.
Driller, if you're familiar with that.
Nam-
But each
Old
time I'm
school
like,
games.
oh, Namco made this? This is a pretty cool game. And they like do these
Dig Dug.
weirdly, Dig Dug, they do these odd games.
Yeah.
Like Galaga.
They do fun games like I remember there was a game that me and my brother loved on our Xbox. One of the first games we downloaded was a game called Peggle.
Pedal, like you're
Peggle.
selling?
Peggel.
Oh, Peggle.
Peggle.
And what does
it
that
was-
mean?
It was nothing. It's a nonsense. But essentially, it was like one of those games where you drop a ball and it like hits different things, and then you like collect points, and then but like it got more and more difficult. So you'd have to like bounce it, and then you get like special moves. The best part was it was one of those games that's so stupid, so simple. You could have somebody over where you're getting drunk and you boot it up for 2 players, and now you're both playing this dumb game. But then you get so competitive into it because it's that simple that you understand it so quickly. People get very into it. And Peggle was one of me and my brother's favorite games for that kind of shit. But they don't really make games like that anymore. Remember, like,
no.
the Wii I think was the last system that was made for group play. I think right now it's big in
I'll
video
agree
games is
to
like
that.
single player big story modes.
No, to refute that, the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo has always been
Nintendo's
about
been very good
family
about
first
that.
and
Yeah.
family
that's
gameplay
true.
over solo gameplay. Solo gameplay is for more of the hardcore game systems
But
like
the- but the
PlayStation and Xbox.
biggest
always-
names right now are all single player, right? Like Animal Crossing
No, that's technically
kinda-
multiplayer.
yeah,
You-
But
multiplayer.
through like the internet though, right?
Yeah, through the internet.
But you're not like it's not like the Wii where I have a guy who's skydiving, then you go skydiving next, and then David goes.
No,
you
but
know
you
what I
can.
mean?
But you can. Like,
And I don't know. I'm asking because I don't play.
no, because there are a lot of
only play
games
games that
on the
make me mad.
Nintendo Switch. Well, what's very innovative about the Nintendo Switch is that you could play it on the go, but when you dock it up and put it on a TV, you can remove the controllers, and each of
That's
those
true.
controllers, you will always be able to play a 2-player game.
And I've seen people play like Mario Kart. Split
Exactly.
it up. That's true. I get.
So,
and Nintendo knows.
Nintendo
That's true.
is
Nintendo's.
Nintendo.
That's a stretch, but we'll take it. We'll take that one. Nintendo knows.
Well, Sega was back when there was that battle between Sega and Nintendo. Sega was making
Sega
commercials.
does what Nintendo don't.
Yes, exactly, and so that was like their
Yeah.
slogan for a bit to combat Nintendo. So you were onto something. there.
Sega, you know what? I think Nintendo did the Lego thing where they're like, no, our market is kids. We're going to do this thing for kids. And then Sega was like, fuck that. You guys want to blow some shit up and see some titties?
Exactly.
Here's Metal Slug.
Yeah.
I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
I
talking
highly recommend watching the Netflix documentary that just came out. It's called High Score. It's a
Oh, yeah. I was
I
just
just-
watching that.
very interesting. It's very interesting, and it goes into deep dives with different categories regarding video games.
You know what I came across at Half Price Books?
What?
A copy of E.T. the Extraterrestrial for
The video
Atari.
game for
yeah,
Oh my gosh, that's
For
one
Atari?
of the.
for Atari.
I have an Atari system.
Oh,
I
I don't know if you want to play this game. It's a
Well,
it's
horrible
supposed
game.
to be the worst game in the world.
I
That
know,
killed
but
the. But that would be awesome to play.
That might give me a reason to make this Atari work, bro.
For ET. Well, you're going to be heavily disappointed for the work that you're going to
No,
put into
no,
making
No,
it.
bro, I think that's a good YouTube show.
Dude,
If you can try to do
here's
it.
the thing. That's what y'all should do.
It's
in
called
one
Twitch.
Hey, listeners out there, if you think that they
If you
should
have an
do
Atari.
a Let's Play of E.T. the Extraterrestrial featuring me, Christian, and Alex, hit that thing that makes you a subscriber or whatever that you do on the things that you guys do. What do you do? Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment,
Those are all
smash
of the
the like
things.
button.
Hit that bell.
Hit that bell. Subscribe to our YouTube
punch
channel.
the troll.
Just
Do all the things.
do all the things that will help us out. Really.
Give the heart on Instagram,
like. I think it's time, David.
Snapchat.
So usually at the end of these episodes, we like to shout out people.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone that you'd like to shout out?
Sure. I got something. I'll probably shout it out in the next one too.
if
It's
you do it
called
here.
Consider This Pod. I'm not quite sure what they are, if they're a podcast or what, but I love their Instagram posts because they post like kind of like the random shower thoughts. Like I'm trying to think of one that they kind of post the things that's like there was a time where you and your friends said or hung out for the last time as kids and none of you knew it or something like that. Like they make you
Yikes.
think about some things, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Consider This Pod.
I have very mixed
Consider this
feelings.
pod.
I'm very nervous to check
I'm
it out.
curious. Yeah,
I
mean,
have to look.
No, but that
now.
sounds very interesting. Like
I'm not sure if they're a podcast. I think they're a podcast.
I mean, if it's
but
ending
it's
with
one of those
pod,
things that
right?
like it's
No,
one of
we
those
have
things
small
where
rooms.
where they said like, "Hey, I want to follow you," or "You want to follow me," or whatever. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" But then every once in a while, I just really love the stuff that they post.
Cool.
It
Okay.
makes me think. It makes me consider those.
All right. And
Makes you reconsider those
Yeah,
because those are all thoughts you've had.
shower
Yeah.
thoughts are so relatable. Absolutely.
yeah. They don't. They have no idea. Please tag them and.
Oh, I'll
They
do it
have
all.
no idea.
They're
They'll
like,
never
"Oh, hey."
know. They will never know.
I will also give a shout out to 20-sided stories. They just
Yes.
finished their Marvel leg. I don't know what you'd call it. The Marvel series.
Yeah.
Call it an arm.
What's that?
Call it an arm.
I call it an arm.
Yeah.
An arm of a series.
There you go. Really grabs you.
And they featured some of us on their past series and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you do. You show up a lot in the Pokemon.
Yes.
one. Yes.
I was most of the gym leaders.
Exactly. Really funny stuff. Definitely follow 20-sided stories.
Pokemon me so
a
much.
quick sidebar of that. During the part where I was Erica, I had no idea I was going to be Erica until like the moment of. So you hear me finding my voice as I'm doing the actual episode.
And that's improv, baby.
That's improv, baby.
You definitely don't hear that when we do improv scenes. We have every character fully fleshed out before we begin
Scripted
every
out.
scene.
I have 5 characters that I rotate.
Blue
Backstories.
pages, goldenrod.
Christian does this incredible thing where he knows a character so intrinsically. You can ask them questions about their life, and he can answer them in character.
Christian, during the scene that we did with Alex about the throbbing cock.
The one that just happened, yeah.
Yeah. Your character went to the
Chad.
the Snyder's of Hanover Pretzel Emporium.
Yes.
Bodega.
What was he feeling in regards of what
is
he was going to do later on that day?
Is he nervous to like go into the store, or is he nervous to like talk to the guy?
No, he's had a lot of alcohol in his system. It's been a hard work week. He's an
A
accountant.
false positive.
Yes, and so when he gets home, he's probably just going to knock the fuck out, wake up with some slight regret, but not enough regret because he doesn't really recall what had happened the night before. That's just the type of character he is.
And ladies and gentlemen, improv masterclass.
Improv masterclass.
baby.
Check us out on Thursday. We
Christian
watched
Balthazar.
Fear and Loathing
in Las Vegas.
Yeah, David, you brought this movie to us.
Oh yeah,
David made this movie.
David, you made this movie.
I am Terry Gilliam.
Yes.
I wish. No,
I'm happy that you're
I
you,
wish
dude.
I was too.
I
That'd
like
be
it,
an
but
awesome
I
thing.
do also wish Terry Gilliam.
Dude, if I was Terry Gilliam, that would make my life so
that
much
would make
easier.
us so much better at improv. No offense, but that's Terry.
I don't
Gilliam.
know if he's
I like-
that good at improv.
He's good at Monty Python
He's
improv.
very good at Monty Python.
That's not scripted, bro.
Yeah, you can't script that parrot scene.
Actually, I think I have seen a script of the parrot scene.
Dude, did you see that SNL sketch where they straight up just did that parrot scene
Yes.
and then it like bombed horribly?
It's because it's not funny without accents.
It's not funny without the original cast.
I know we're at the end, but we'll probably cut this part in. I do like when Saturday Night Live, every like 9 years, they reuse bits where they're just like, yeah, everybody forgot about this bit, right? One of the reoccurring bits that's going to come up all the time is where like they have a celebrity tied up in like the basement of a restaurant and they're using their name to like sell movie tickets or the restaurant name or whatever. They've done it with Mark Hamill. They've done it with Michael Bublé. They do it all the time. That's like it's like one of their most common jokes that I see all the time. Every time I see it, I'm like, somebody ran out of jokes.
Mark Hamill is the
Oh,
best Joker.
They're always going to revert to that. Yes, and I agree that Mark Hamill is an
Second best,
incredible
only
Joker.
behind Jared Leto. Why are you
Wow,
laughing?
that's a controversial pick.
They're
It's
best behind.
But I do like Jared Leto. Not saying that he's
Cesar
the best.
Romero.
I think they should have given him more time on the screen.
There's 100 minutes on the floor of the editing room that we'll never see.
You got
fucked up.
this Citizen's Goose, right?
You got the what?
Suicide Squad.
right?
Yeah, we did do that.
Yeah, I remember listening to that.
And then depending on how the
You should listen to that
I
episode.
think
I'm
the
going to do a
new's gonna
shout out to ICBTB.
Yeah, gang.
gang. All right,
Foy foy.
David, say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That bad, oh, it can't be 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 that bad.